Stretch Readers, and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my winter TBR. So I wanted to create TBRs for the seasons because I'm very much of a seasoned reader, but instead of doing it like every month, I guess. So for this TBR, it is my December, January, and February books that I want to read during that time. So, without further ado, let's just begin. I'm just going to show you guys what the books are, what they're about. I'm going to put in the screen beside me what the synopsis on the back is. So, yeah, okay. And then I don't want to do that. Okay. Let's just go. Okay, so the first book that I want to read in my December TBR is, my winter TBR is, The Maverick's Holiday Surprise by Karen Rose Smith. And it is a Harlequin book, and it sounds very interesting. I'm actually currently reading this. I know it's cheating a little bit, but, I wanted to make this into a review like video, I guess. So yeah, that's why I'm reading it for okay, Brett's falling off. Okay, so beret, not Brett. What am I talking about? Okay, so yeah. For Harlequin novels, I wanted to make it a goal to review one every single month. So this is my December review one. I'm going to be reading it now, and reviewing it during the 12 days of posting that I'm going to do, as I explained in my last video. So, yeah. Okay. The next book that I want to read is Doomsday Book by Connie Willis. And actually, the next 3 books are the next 4 books actually are going to be what's on my TBR for a readathon called DCG, or Disney Channel Games Readathon, hosted by the lovely people that will be in my description box. And yeah, I'm participating in that readathon. I am going to be posting a vlog on the 20th for that. So yeah, this is on my TBR. And it's something that's been recommended to me a lot. This is by Connie Willis, and yeah, I want to read it, and I think this TBR would be great. Now that I'm looking at it though, it's 578 pages, and I'd have to read that in 3 days for me, and yeah, we'll see if I can do it. Okay, so let's see, DCG Games Readathon. Okay, the next book that's on this TBR is Christmas to Remember, it's like a bind-up of all these authors' stories by them, by Lisa Kleypas, Lorraine Heath, Megan Frampton, and Vivian Lorette. I haven't read these obviously, but I really wanted a Christmassy book for this readathon, and how Christmassy can you get? Yeah, it's a romance, it features historical romance authors, and I'm actually really excited to read this. Okay, and then the next is The Snowman by Jo Nesbo. I believe it's Jo Nesbo, or I don't know how to pronounce the, with the O and the slash. So I'm just going to refer to him as Jo Nesbo in this video. In the next video of my readathon, I will actually know how to pronounce his name. But yeah, this is a mystery, murder mystery that's going on this Readathon's TBR, because it sounds like right up my alley and it sounds very interesting. Again, almost 500 pages, so I don't know if this readathon's probably gonna be the death of me. Okay, and then I want to read The Winter Sister by Megan Collins, and this is another mystery murder book on this TBR, on this DCG Games TBR. I'm just going to be putting DCG Games Readathon TBR up here, up in the corner, because just so you know that this is my TBR for it. I will explain it in the Readathon vlog, but yeah, this sounds interesting, wanted to read it, so it's on my TBR now. And then the next book that I don't actually own, but I am going to be buddy reading for this TBR, is The Tourist Attraction. I can't remember the author, but it's basically a romance set in Alaska, and I love that. So yeah. Okay. Next books that are on my TBR. That was the Readathon TBR. It's all done. So these are just for my winter TBR books. So yeah, I wanted to read A Christmas Passage by David Saperstein and George Samarjan. Samarin? Yeah. Looks cute, very cozy, and I love Christmassy books, and actually I don't know if I love them, I just love buying them and never reading them, so here's the month to read for that. The next book that I have is Ice Cold by Andrea Maria Schenkel. I believe this is a historical book. It's set in 1930s, and it's very short. It's like less than 200 pages. Actually, it's 140, I just looked, and yeah, I know I can get through this really fast, and I can't wait to read this, actually. It sounds very interesting. Yeah. Okay. The next books are something that I want to read to finish a series this year, so I am going to be reading it in December, and that is Kingdom of Ash by Sarah J. Maas and The Assassin's Blade by Sarah J. Maas, if I can get to it. I'm not going to put like the description in here because this is the last book in the series that I need to get to, and it's like 900 pages, so let's see if I can get to it. Yeah, I don't know if I can, but I'm gonna try. Okay, and then for next year's, or December, well, not December, for next year's book that I want to read, like book series, this might be a little controversial, but you know, sorry, I haven't read this series and I wanted to, but it's like 7 books and I can't like speed through it, as you see in Throne of Glass. So this series is the Harry Potter series. I only read the first 3, so I'm going to be putting out reading vlogs for this series. So the first reading vlog is going to be the first, second, and third book, which I already read before, like, and this is just rereading, so I don't know, like, you won't get my first reactions, but you'll get my reactions. And I know that J.K. Rowling is a very controversial person, very disgusting person for denying other people's existences. But I wanted to read Harry Potter, and I've wanted to for a long time, and this is just the year to do it, I guess. 2021. Let's go. And then the second reading vlog is going to be the 4th and 5th one. And then the third reading vlog, which was the last reading vlog, is going to be the 6th and 7th one. So I'm excited to read this series. I am going to be putting links for helpful resources for trans rights and stuff like that, and trans people. Just, to help out, because I know that J.K. Rowling is just horrible, but, I wanted to read this. Yeah, okay. And just so you know, I got all these books, like, before she ever came out as a transphobe, and, everything else she is. And I also got most of these books, all except one actually, from the thrift store, so most of the money that I have spent on Harry Potter merch and stuff hasn't really gone to her, it's gone to the thrift store. And what else? I have some Harry Potter merch. I bought like maybe one thing that I still own, which is a Hufflepuff scarf, because I'm a Hufflepuff, from Walmart, so I'm sure that money went to her. And some of the, I don't know, I just get stuff secondhand. That's the way I like to shop. But yeah, this was all like before she turned into who she is, and before me finding out about it. And as of now, I'm not buying any Harry Potter merch that could go to her. Like, the money could go to her, because I don't want to support someone who doesn't, who denies the existence of other people. And yeah, okay. Spiel over. So, okay, the next books I want to read this, winter is Wild at Heart by K.A. Tucker, and I freaking loved The Simple Wild. So I'm really excited to read this, and I think that, I don't know, I love the romance, and I can't wait to read this, and I'm just excited for it. So yeah, okay. Next book I want to read is All Other Nights by Dara Horn. This is like a historical one as well. Sounds very interesting, and I wanted to read it, so yeah, okay. Alright, so the next books that I want to read are more Christmassy books, except for one, so, okay. Touched by Angels by Debbie Macomber. I never read a Debbie Macomber book, but this looked cute and it looks very Christmassy, so I'm assuming it's a Christmas book. Yeah, it is. And it's a romance, and what else would I want? Okay. Next book is not a Christmas book, but it is kind of winter scary book, and that is Stephen King's The Shining. I'm from Colorado, and The Shining is very popular because of the Stanley Hotel. And I've seen Jack Nicholson's, movie, I guess, of The Shining, a long time ago, but I haven't read Stephen King's book, so, I'm gonna try. Stephen King is not my favorite author. Honestly, I feel like he's between a 2 and 3 star for me, but I've only read 3 of his books so far, and that is, if you're curious, Road Rage, a comic book, Night Shift, which is short stories by him, and Pet Sematary. And I believe I gave I gave Night Shift 3 stars, but I gave the other 2 stars, so yeah. curious to see how I like this or not like this, so yeah. Okay, moving on to the Christmas books. Okay, I'm going to read Candy Cane Murder by Joanne Fluke, Laura Levine, and Leslie Muir. And this is like a bind up of all like candy cane murder mysteries, and sounds really fun. There's even like a little candy cane bar cookie recipe, and yeah, it just sounds really, really fun. There's also sand tart, like there's some recipes in here, and honestly, like, you know, this sounds like so much fun and I want to read it, so yeah. Okay, and then the next book that I want to read is Jodie Thomas's Somewhere Along the Way. I freaking love this cover. It's so cozy and I really can't wait to read this. It sounds very interesting too, and just cute and wintry, and yeah, I can't wait to read it. Okay. And then let's see, the last two books that are on my TBR are the Harlequin romances that I want to read one every single month and then post a review for it. So, you know, these are what I want to read. And yeah, I believe I might do like a 5-star prediction for all of the books that I want to read for Harlequin novels. So you will see like what kind of novels are on my TBR and stuff in my 5-star predictions. So, okay. And you'll see, oh, I forgot to finish. You'll see that on during my 12 days of Christmas videos, I guess. So yeah. Okay, I want to read this in January, and it's The More Mavericks, the Merrier by Brenda Harlan. This is actually part of the series of like from the book I'm currently reading, which is the Mavericks Holiday Surprise. And yeah, sounds interesting, sounds fun. If it's anything like this book, spoilers, I probably won't like it. Okay, and then in February, I want to read The Captain's Courtesan by Lucy Ashford. This is a Harlequin historical from like Regency, and yeah, I got this in like my Not Another Romance on eBay book unboxing video, which is very popular on my channel. It's got like nearly 100 views, which is crazy to think about, so I'm not going to. But yeah, and it was really fun to do that video, and I'm actually thinking about doing another one. But yeah, I've done a lot this year, and I just need to work on reading what I have, so instead of buying more books. But yeah, I want to read this in February, and it sounds very interesting, so okay. So that's all 20 books on my TBR video, shelf, TBR, winter. What am I saying? I'm actually really excited for this coming winter, the TBR, because it sounds so much fun. I'm not excited to finish Throne of Glass series, because honestly that book is hefty, and I'm very intimidated by it. But you know, last book I got through was, I believe, almost 700 pages, so I think I can do 900 or almost 1,000 pages for this. It's gonna be a lot, but I can manage if I pace myself. Okay, so yeah, that's all that is on my TBR. If you liked this video, give it a thumbs up, or comment down below what's on your winter TBR, or even like comment what your favorite book is on my TBR. if you would like. Really helps out my channel and makes me happy too to see that. And if you would like, if you like this video or just my vibes or even my channel, then consider subscribing, because that makes me happy too. And I honestly just want to have a booktube community where we talk about books, and yeah. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys on the 13th. Bye.